Welcome back to Affinity Digital. Myself, Usha, your botany teacher. I hope your test is going well along with the questions which we are providing it and it's benefiting you. Anyways, let's discuss the mini static test number 2. The topic for that was plant kingdom, morphology of flowering plants, and then anatomy. In the chapter anatomy of flowering plants and in morphology, certain parts are deleted. Like in the case of anatomy, the beginning part and the ending part is deleted, and the middle part they have kept it. That means type of meristems and a secondary growth is deleted. But in the class, we have discussed the type of meristems and some part of secondary growth to make you conceptually understand the chapter. Same way in the case of morphology, some added chapters are there. Those added chapters is not in the NCERT, but some distinguishing characters are there. Those distinguishing characters of those added families, we have to know it. Okay, so that is why according to that set of plan of how the question is chapter is deleted, I have set the question. So some questions might not be in the NCERT, and this year we have found that there are some questions which are added which was not in NCERT. So relating to that, I have made the video and the questions. Okay, so let's start with a question. This is anatomy question. Incorrect option with respect to monocot stem. So what is the incorrect option with respect to monocot stem? Phloem parenchyma is absent. This is a character of monocot stem. It's correct. And then vascular bundle are conjoined and close. When the question is given like this, first you underline this incorrect option properly so that we don't make mistake. So in this is correct. Conjoined and the close. This is also correct because it is said monocot stem. Third option, in each vascular bundle is conjoined open and endark protoxylem. It is set open here. And in the case of monocot stem, it should be closed. Okay, and that means this is a wrong option. And this one, the fourth one, peripheral vascular bundles are generally smaller than the centrally located one. This is also correct. That means we have to find out the incorrect statement, incorrect option. That is why answer to this will be 3. It should be closed. Next question. 102. Stomata are absent in the leaves of. Stomata can be present in the upper epidermis and called as epistomatic, in the lower epidermis called as hypostomatic, or it can also be present on both the surface, amphistomatic, or it can also be absent, astomatic. So if it is absent, generally submerged plants like Vallisneria, this is a submerged plant totally inside the water. So submerged plants will have very less or might be absent of the stomata. So Vallisneria will be the answer to this. It does not have a stomata because it is a submerged plant. 3. Pit is well developed in. Pit is well developed in dicot stem and monocot root. This will go opposite. See this dicot stem and then monocot root. They will have well developed pit. 104. This is a statement basis. All tissue present on the inner side of the endodermis, such as pericycle, vascular bundle, and pit, that will be called as a stele. From the endodermis, whatever tissue layer present inside, that will be called as a stele. This is correct. Vascular bundle are arranged in the form of ring as present in the case of dicot stem. This is also correct. So in the case of the dicot stem, vascular bundle will be in the form of ring, and in the monocot stem, it will be scattered. Very simple question. So that means both statement 1 and 2 are true. This will be the answer. Option number 1. 105. Again, statement basis. Hypodermis of monocot stem is sclerenchymatous. This is correct. In the case of the monocot stem, hypodermis will have sclerenchyma. Statement 2. Hypodermis of dicot stem. This is not parenchymatous, it should be collenchymatous. Collenchymatous. It should be collenchymatous. The dicot stem should have collenchymatous. So that means answer will be statement 1 is true, but statement 2 is false. Statement 2 is false. So option number 3 will be the answer. 1 is true and the statement 2 is false. 106th, incorrect option with respect to dicot root. It is asked here dicot root, and option you have to find out the incorrect option. So conjunctive tissue will be present inside the root, in the root. Suppose this is xylem, like this. Xylem will be arranged in the form of, this is phloem bundle, like this, phloem. Xylem and the phloem will occur in an alternate radii. Xylem bundle separate, phloem bundle separate, they alternate with one another. This is called as a radial arrangement. 1. Second, this phloem bundle, below this phloem bundle, there will be a presence of a conjunctive parenchyma. Below the phloem bundle and between xylem and the phloem, there is a presence of a stripe of a parenchymatous tissue, which is called as the conjunctive parenchyma. Okay, so it is a stripe of parenchyma tissue which will present in the case of root. So dicot root will have that conjunctive tissue present. It should have. Okay, so this should be correct one. And then presence of the pericycle, this will also be correct. This is xylem, phloem, just next to the xylem and the phloem, the layer present will be pericycle layer, and outer to that will be endodermis layer. So this is xylem, vascular bundle, xylem and the phloem. This layer will be your pericycle layer, and this layer will be your endodermis. Okay, and outer to the endodermis, there will be presence of the layer cortex. Cortex will be present here in the case of root, and outer to the cortex, the outermost layer, there will be presence of the epidermis. So epidermis should be outermost, next should be cortex, endodermis, pericycle, then vascular bundle. Epidermis layer is also called as epiblema layer or rhizodermis. Okay, so if it is root, dicot root, though it should have conjunctive tissue present, pericycle layer should be present. And in here, this question, it is asked incorrect option. Incorrect option will be this one: absence of the Casparian strip and polyarch xylem. This too is a character of dicot root, but this too is not related to dicot root. Absence of the Casparian strip, this should not be absence, it should be presence. In the endodermis layer, in this endodermis layer, this is pericycle, this is endodermis layer. In the endodermis layer, there will be some barrel-shaped cells, which are thick wall cells, which has a deposition of lignin in the radial and the tangential wall. That deposition of lignin in the radial and tangential wall in the barrel-shaped cells present in the endodermis of root is called as a Casparian strip. So it should have, dicot root should have this Casparian strip, but answer is written here absence. So this is wrong. And polyarch xylem, in the case of root, if it is dicot root, this xylem 1, 2, 3, 4. In my diagram, I am drawing here 4 xylem. If it is dicot root, the xylem amount should be 2 to 6. That means it is called as di2 hexarch. So 2 to 6 xylem should be present in the case of dicot root. More than 6 is called as a polyarch, and polyarch is a character of monocot root. Polyarch should be a character of monocot root. It is not a character of dicot root. So these two are the option for incorrect option for 106. That means B and C. B and C. This should be the answer. B and C. Incorrect will be B and C. Next, mismatch option is, that means again the incorrect option. Radial vascular bundle, xylem and the phloem on different radii. This is correct. Xylem, phloem, just now we have done the diagram. Xylem, phloem, they are on different radii. This is called as radial. Xylem and phloem on different radii, correct. Conjoined open vascular bundle, this should be dicot stem. If this conjoined, then xylem and phloem should be together, and it should be open in the case of dicot stem. This is correct. Conjoined closed vascular bundle, dicot root. Dicot should not have conjoined. Root. Root should not have conjoined. Root should have radial. Root does not have conjoined. Radial should be found in the case of root. So you have this third number option is the answer to this because it is mismatched. Incorrect option. Other than that, conjoined vascular bundle, xylem and the phloem on same radius. This is also correct. So that is why answer to this will be mismatch option is this. It should not be conjoined, it should be radial. Okay. So 107 is option number 3. 108, incorrect option with respect to, again, dicot stem. What this was mismatched. Okay. Again, this is incorrect option with respect to dicot stem. Okay. So again here, polyarch xylem, this is a character of root. And the Casparian strip on the endodermis, this is also a character of root. So incorrect option should be number 2 and number 3. Number 2 and number 3. This is not related to stem. This is root, and this should also be root. Presence of Casparian strip, this will also be root. Polyarch xylem, this should also be root. So this 2 should be the answer, 2 and 3. Okay. Other than that, dicot stem will have parenchymatous hypodermis. This is correct. Open vascular bundle. This is correct. Presence of medullary rays. This is also correct. So dicot stem can have this, but it cannot have 2 and 3. So 2 and 3 is incorrect option. So answer will be 2 and 3. 109. Anatomy of monocot root is similar to dicot root in many respects. This is correct statement, correct assertion here, statement given, because dicot root and monocot root, the layers, epidermis, cortex, endodermis, pericycle layer, all these are more or less same. So anatomy of monocot root is similar to dicot root in many respects. Why is it similar? Because monocot root also has epidermis, cortex, endodermis, pericycle, vascular bundle, and pit. Okay, so this assertion is explained by this reasoning. So answer to this will be, both assertion reasoning are true, and reason is the correct explanation of A. 109 will be 1. 10. Secondary tissues are produced by vascular cambium. Vascular cambium is a meristem which will divide and form. It will divide and form secondary xylem, and it will form secondary phloem. It will divide and form secondary xylem and secondary phloem. That is why answer to this will be vascular cambium. Secondary tissues like secondary xylem, secondary phloem are produced by vascular cambium. This remaining are the three, 1, 3, 4. The class where in the class I have explained it all this. As I said, I have, even though it is deleted, you will not be able to connect the middle part of anatomy if you don't know this concept. Okay, that is why in the batches where I have taken, I have explained about this procambium, intercalary meristem, and should apical meristem. These are the primary meristem and they will produce primary tissues. So answer to 110 will be 2. 111, very simple question. Correct sequence of layer is, the outermost layer will be epiblema, next to it will be cortex, then endodermis, and then pericycle. So epiblema, cortex, endodermis, pericycle. This will be the answer. 111 is 3. 112, parenchymatous tissue present between epidermis and vascular tissue is the tissue without epidermis and vascular bundle. That whole area of tissue excluding the vascular bundle and epidermis, those whole area of tissue is called as the ground tissue. So ground tissue is the answer to this. Starch sheet layer is another name of endodermis, where it is generally used. Starch sheet layer is generally used with respect to dicot stem endodermis. The dicot stem endodermis layer is called as starch sheet layer because they have storage of starch grain. So starch sheet layer, another name is dicot stem endodermis. Okay. 114. Conjoint and close vascular bundle with no phloem may be observed in the case of monocot stem. If it is said conjoint, that means xylem and phloem will be on the same radius. They will be on the same radius, and close means vascular bundle. Cambium will be absent. So xylem and phloem on the same radius and cambium absent, and phloem parenchyma will also be absent. This is a character of monocot stem. 115, mismatch option is. This is very simple. This here I have given here in the morphology part, which some term will be, you might not be knowing it. There I'll explain. Whorl phyllotaxy is Alstonia. This is correct. Where in the stem, whorl of leaves will be attached at one point. This is correct. Staminod means sterile stamen is called as staminod. It is found in Acacia. This is correct. Syngenesis. This is present in the case of sunflower. Again, Asteraceae family is included in the new edited family included in the morphology chapter. There Asteraceae is there. So this term is important with respect to that. Here what happened in syngenesis is anthers will be fused among stem cells. See this. Anthers will be fused among stem cells, but the filaments will be free. When anthers are fused and filament is free, this kind of condition is called as the syngenesis. So syngenesis means anthers are fused among stem cells and the filaments are free. So this is found in the sunflower. Okay, so all these are correct. Answer to this will be number 4. 4 is the answer because this is mismatched. Why? Because maize is written here non-endospermic. Maize should be endospermic. Maize should have what type of seed? It should have endospermic. So answer to this will be number 4. 114 will be number 4. 116. Basal placentation, epigynous ovary, and most advanced dicot family is found in the case of Asteraceae, which is Helianthus. Helianthus means it will be sunflower. This is the answer. Sunflower. Okay. Ovary is half inferior in the case of roast. Remember like this, in the case of half inferior, in the NCERT 3 plants are given RPP. This stands for what? Rose, plum and peached. The rose, plum and peach, these 3 plants will have ovary half inferior and half superior, that means perigynous condition. So answer will be roast. Mismatch option again. This will be directly, I'm marking with this one. Answer to this will be Epipetalous brassicaceae. Epipetalous means when the petal and the filament of the stamen are fused. This condition will not be in the brassicaceae. It will be found in which family? It will be found in the case of family Solanaceae. Okay. So answer number 118 should be 2. This is mismatched. Number 19. Again here incorrectly matched. Datura is actinomorphic and Solanaceae family. This is correct. Bracts is reduced leaf-like structure. And where will you see bract? We'll see bract at the base of the pedicel. Suppose this is a floral axis peduncle. This is a flower like this. Okay. And this is flower. This stalk of the flower is called as the pedicel. Pedicel is a stalk of the flower. This is pedicel. But the middle one is called as the peduncle. So here arrangement, so yeah, here also again another flower can present. Arrangement of the flower on a floral axis peduncle is as a whole called as an inflorescence. So the middle one is peduncle and these are pedicel of the respective flower. Now where will you see bract? We will see bract here, here, here in this region. This region is called as the base of the pedicel. So in this base of the pedicel, a leaf-like structure, reduced leaf-like structure, which is present in the base of the pedicel, this structure will be called as the bract. So it can be present or it cannot be present. If it is present, it will be called as bracteate. Absent, then it will be called as a ebracteate. Okay. So this is correct. This is correct. Palmately compound leaf silk cotton. This is also correct. Question asked here is incorrectly matched. Answer will be number C. Compound leaflets will have axillary bud. Compound leaflet does not have axillary bud. This is wrong. Again, a little bit I'll explain here. Let's consider this is a stem and these are the compound leaflets like this. Okay, and this compound leaflets will have the midrib like this. This is a midrib, or it is also called as the main vein. From this stem to this region, this to this area, this will be called as a petiole. Okay, and this leaf which are having a midrib over here, all the midrib, they are joined at a common point here. Okay, and this common point where all the midrib are joined, this common point is called as the rachis. Rachis. So rachis is the common point where all the midrib will join. Okay, that means from this stem and from this to this is a petiole. Petiole means the stalk of the leaf. In this region here they can have axillary bud. Axillary bud can be present here. Okay, axillary bud will be present or can be present in the petiole. So petiole is a stalk of leaf and a stem. Here axillary bud can be present. But this leaf, this is a compound leaf. Compound leaf means we will call it as a leaflet. The leaf of the compound leaf is called as a leaflet. This leaflet, they will not have axillary bud. Here they cannot have axillary bud. But this petiole, this region is called as a petiole. Here they can have axillary bud. Okay, but for this leaflet, you will not find compound, you will not find axillary bud. That's why compound leaflets do not have axillary bud. Okay, but for the petiole, axillary bud can be present because from here to here is petiole. They can have axillary bud here. All right, but for the compound leaflets, they cannot have axillary bud here. So axillary bud will be absent in the case of compound leaflets. So this is the answer. Here we have to find out incorrectly matched. This is incorrectly matched. Number 3. 119 should be 3. 20. Swollen leaf base is found in the case of Leguminosae gram. The leaf base is swollen in Leguminosae gram and the swollen leaf base is called as the pulvinus. Okay. 21. What information is not provided by floral diagram? Floral diagram does not provide the information of position of ovary. Position of ovary information is not seen in the floral diagram. 22. Very simple. Unlimited floral axis growth, acropetal arrangement, centripetal opening of flower. This will be a character of a type of racemose inflorescence. 23. Parietal placentation, epigynous ovary, stem tendril is present in the case of pumpkin. In this is related, we have done parietal placentation, we have done epigynous ovary, portion of ovary. I have just add one point here, stem tendril, which is a deleted part in morphology, but this is connected, these two are connected, that is why I have just added it. Okay, so this will be in the case of pumpkin. 24. Again, incorrect option. Axile placentation. This is correct. Marginal placentation, P, correct. Parietal placentation will also be mustard. This is correct. Free central placentation. This is not argemone. It should be which plant? In the NCERT, it is given primrose and dianthus. Primrose and dianthus. This will be the incorrect option. Okay. Incorrect option is this, number 4. 125. The root meristem is protected by a thimble shaped like structure which is called as a root cape. Correct. The root meristem bears thread like root hairs which absorb water and minerals from the soil. This is wrong. Root meristem does not bear hair. It should be, root hair should be present in the region of maturation. Answer to this will be, that means A is correct but reasoning is incorrect. A is correct, okay, but reason is incorrect. This is incorrect but A is correct. That means answer will be 3. 126. The tissue system which arise from meristematic tissue and form the whole plant body by including all the tissues, cortex, endodermis, pericycle and pith except the dermal or vascular. Same question like this type we have just done now, that is called as the crown tissue. Okay, next 127. So correct option with respect to dicot root. Here pericycle produce lateral roots, cork cambium and vascular cambium. This little bit I'll explain. In the case of root, they will have in the case of like they will have like this. This is xylem and phloem. This is xylem. Okay, and this is phloem, like this. This is pericycle layer. This is endodermis layer. We'll draw only this. Now, opposite to the protoxylem in the endodermis layer, there is a tissue. Some cells are there, thin wall cells. Okay, this is a little bit outside NCERT, but it is in the previous year's question. Okay, it's not in NCERT, but it is in previous year's question. I've just at this point. This cell which is opposite to protoxylem, this is protoxylem, this is metaxylem. Protoxylem. Opposite to protoxylem, the thin wall cells which are present in this layer, which is called as an endodermis. Only opposite to protoxylem, these cells are called as the passive cells. Okay, so passive cells. And the remaining cells, they have thick wall cell which has deposition of lignin in the radial and the tangential wall in the endodermis, and is called as the Kasparian strip. This is Kasparian strip. This has deposition of lignin in the radial and tangential wall. They are thick wall cells, but opposite to protoxylem, thin wall cells are present, which are called as the passive cells. And below this phloem, there is a conjunctive tissue present like this. So during the time of secondary growth, what happened? This conjunctive parenchyma, they will dedifferentiate and form a secondary meristem, cambium. Opposite to protoxylem, here also the parenchyma tissue in the pericycle dedifferentiate and form cambium strip. So cambium strip is formed here, cambium strip is formed here, cambium strip is formed here, cambium strip is formed. How? By dedifferentiation of parenchyma in the pericycle. And then what is formed? There forms a wavy layer of cambium, which is called as the vascular cambium. Okay, so this vascular cambium, they will be responsible for secondary growth in the case of root. So that means pericycle produce lateral root, cork cambium, and vascular cambium. Vascular cambium I have shown here. From which layer does it develop? From the pericycle. At the same time, cork cambium, which is also a lateral meristem, will also develop from pericycle. Okay, vascular cambium develop from pericycle, cork cambium also develop from pericycle. Okay, so this is correct. One. Then second, thin wall passive cell generally occur in the endodermis opposite to protoxylem. Opposite to protoxylem, it is present. So this is also correct. B is also correct. Conjunctive parenchyma forms cambium. So conjunctive parenchyma was this. This also forms cambium. This is also correct. Okay, but this is wrong. Secondary growth absent. Root can have secondary growth, and pit is either absent or very small. This is also correct. But we will see the option here. Here it should be A. A should be present here. A, B, D, E should be the option. Now, answer to this will be A, C, and E. A, C, and E. Because D is totally wrong. And in all the other option, D is there. Okay. So that is why we have to match the proper option A, C, and E. Okay. This is the answer. Option number 2. Hypodermis is sclerenchymatous. Okay. Vascular bundle are close. Medullary ray is absent. Protoxylem cavity or lacuna is present. Secondary growth is absent. The plant mentioned above is a stem. Which stem is it? It should be a monocot stem. And in this monocot stem, answer will be Gia, mist, that means mist. Hypodermis is sclerenchymatous, that means it will be monocot stem. Collenchymatous in case of dicot stem. 129 in dicot root, vascular cambium originates from the tissue located below the phloem bundle and a portion of the pericycle tissue above the protoxylem. So opposite to protoxylem or above the protoxylem, from there, and conjunctive parenchyma which is below the phloem, that will give rise to vascular cambium. 129 is 1. 130. Unlike other epidermal cells, gut cells possess few chloroplasts. This is correct. Gut cell has few chloroplasts. Thickness of the gut cell varies where inner wall are thin. Inner wall should be thick. Okay, that means this is wrong. So statement 1 is true, but statement 2 is false. Statement 1 is true, but statement 2 is false. Option number 3. Procambium forms vascular tissue. Primary xylem, primary phloem. That means these are vascular tissue. These are formed from procambium. Stem of the submerged hydrophyte is soft and weak. Why? If it is hydrophytes, then they will have reduced mechanical tissue and xylem. Xylem will be less important in the case of submerged hydrophytes. Oogamers will have non-motile female gamete which will be generally of larger size. 134. Marine algae not used as food. They should be volvoxed. 135. Chlorella is not used to grow microbe. 136. Chlorophyta should be Chara. A should be 2. Lycopsida should be Selaginella. B should be 3. And Phaeophyta brown should be Ectocarpus. C should be 4. And Sphenopsida, D will be 1. So 2, 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4, 1. Chlorophyta will be Chara, okay, A2. Lycopsida will be B3, Selaginella. Phaeophyta will be Ectocarpus, C4. And Sphenopsida will be D1. So A2, B3, C4, D1. Answer will be 1. 136 is 1. 137. Cell wall of green algae consists of inner layer of cellulose and outer layer of pectin. Okay, again in the incorrect option, statement is. As to find incorrect statement, this is from Gymnosperm plant kingdom. In Cycas, male and cole and megasporophyll are born on same tree. This is incorrect. Okay, this is incorrect because Cycas is a dioecious plant, and here it is said to be same tree means monoecious. So this is incorrect. That means I am putting it like this, incorrect. In Pinus male or female strobili are born on same tree. Pinus male or female strobili are born on the same tree. This row is correct. Okay, this is the correct option. Pinus will be monoecious. That means the female and the male strobili should be born on the same tree. This is correct. Pinus stem should be what? Unbranched. It is written here. This is wrong. It should be branched. Cycas stems are branched. This is wrong. Cycas should be unbranched. So answer will be 1, 3 and 4. 1, 3 and 4. 1, 3 and 4. In Cycas, male cones and megasporophyll are born on the same tree. Cycas is a dioecious. but here it is given monoecious, that means it is wrong. And the pinus stem are unbranched, pinus should be branched, cycas stems are branched, cycas should be unbranched. So 1, 3, 4 is incorrect. 1, 3, 4. But 2 is correct. 2 is the correct option. Here question asks is incorrect. So 1, 3 and 4. Number 139, this says statement basis, correct statement with respect to PO5CR. Okay. Pigments are chlorophyll A and this is not D, it should be chlorophyll C. That means this is gone. Stored food is laminin, mannitol, mannitol. This is correct. Centrally located vacuole is correct. Their photosynthetic organ are called as frond leaf-like structure is correct. They have pear-shaped biflagellate. It is not equal. It should be unequal. Okay. That means this is wrong. So answer will be 4 are correct. So this should be 3. 4 statements are correct. 140 correct matched is, this is wrong. Selaginella is heterosporous. In pteridophyte, only homosporous will produce prothallus. Heterosporous cannot have prothallus, so it is wrong. Protonema will be absent in the Mercantia. It is the character of Moses. Spike moss is not Salvinia. Spike moss is Selaginella. Spike moss is Selaginella. So answer will be this. 140 is 3. 141. Moses have elaborate mechanism of spore dispersal than liverwort. This is correct. Spores develop into sporophyte. This is wrong. Spores will develop into gametophyte. Spores develop into gametophyte. So spores, Moses have elaborate mechanism of spore dispersal than liverwort. This is correct. That means 1 is correct, but statement 2 is false. 1 is true, but 2 is false. Option number 3. Question number 142. Incorrect option is, this answer to this will be spermophyte. Spermophyte, or it is also called as spermatophytes. Spermophytes or spermatophyte. What are these? These are actually seed-bearing plant. Seed-bearing plant is called as spermophyte or spermatophyte. Include pteridophyte, gymnosperm and angiosperm. This is an incorrect. Okay, this statement is incorrect. Why? Because seed is present only in the case of gymnosperm and angiosperm. So incorrect option is this. So answer to 142 will be number 4. Correct match is, correct match to this will be pollen chamber. Pollen chamber is found inside the ovule in the case of gymnosperm. In pteridophytes, the dominant phase is multicellular sporophyte. Dominant phase in case of Diopteris is multicellular sporophyte. Fern prothallus is homothallic, or it will be monoecious, because both the sex organ will be present on the prothallus. 145. 146. This diagram given is Brassicaceae. Why? Outer 1, outer 2, 4 structures which are given is calyx. Mention that K 2 plus 2 calyx. Then this is 4 corolla given in the cruciform. This stamen is tetradynamous, 4 plus 2, inner is taller, 4 inner is taller, outer one are smaller, and the gynoecium will be hypogynous and bicarpellary syncarpus. So Brassicaceae is family. Match the following figures with 1, 2 and 3. Answer to this will be A is 1, this hypogynous, B is perigynous, and number 3 is epigynous. Very simple. Answer to this will be 1. 148 should be A 5 5, A 5 5. Okay, it is between these two. Then exile will be where? Exile is this B2 4, B2 4 till here, and then parietal will be C1 3, C1 3, C1 3, C1 3. Okay, so answer will be this D3 2, D3 central 3 2. Okay, answer will be 148 is 1. 149, again NCERT diagram direct. Answer to this will be this. This is hilum, micropyle, C is plumule, D is cotyledon, and then E is radicals. Very simple. And 150, again here also, see, listen, even though the families are not there in the new NCERT, Leguminosae and the Liliaceae, the floral formula, it is still there in the NCERT new one. Okay, like let's consider, for instance, in the case of the Leguminosae C1 plus 2 plus 2, in vexillary estivation, the petals are fused in the case of keel, and standard has the largest, say in the Leguminosae family, standard largest petal will be there. Inside it, 2 wings will be there. Inside innermost will be having keel or carina. This is called as a standard. This is wings or LA, and this is keel or carina. So how do we represent like floral formula to this C1 plus 2 plus 2 and then bracket? Like this I have taught in the class. Even though Leguminosae is not in NCERT, it is still there in the vexillary estivation, and floral formula we can remember like this. So that's why I have given this floral formula and the respective family, because it is there in the vexillary estivation part. Okay, and diadelphus also is there. This 9 plus 1 diadelphus is also there in the NCERT. So that is why I have given this. Now A will be Leguminosae, A3. B is Solanaceae here, epipetalous condition. So B will be 4, A3, B4, C will be 2, periant means Liliaceae, C will be 2. Periant in your NCERT syllabus will be only with respect to Liliaceae. Okay, and calyx corolla, this will be D, this will be in the case of Brassicaceae. So D will be 1. So 3, 4, 2, 1. 3, 4, 2, 1. This is the answer. Option number 1. 3, 4, 2, 1. Okay then. Thank you.